Teresa Clarke with Africa.com, and we are here today with Patricia Obozuwa, who is the Vice President at Coca-Cola Africa for Public Affairs, Communications, and Sustainability. Hello, Patricia. How are you today?
I am well. Thanks for having me, Teresa.
Well, thank you. And thank you, Patricia, for the opportunity to have partnered with Coca-Cola on the launch of the African Women Heads of State Initiative.
Well, it's our pleasure to partner with Africa.com on such a wonderful initiative.
Can you give us some of your reflections on the launch?
Well, let me start by thanking you, Teresa, and Africa.com on such a wonderful project. How else will we be able to bring together from our heads of state and some currently serving women in Africa, if not for partnership with organizations such as Africa.com? So thank you for the great partnership. For us, it is a great opportunity to continue the conversation around women empowerment, which is a major focus for us. I'm not sure if you know this, Teresa, but at Coca-Cola, we have a target globally that by 2030 to have 50% of our leadership positions occupied by women. That's a pretty ambitious goal, but not one that is insurmountable. Already today in Africa, I can't call up the global stats now, but already in Africa, 54% of the employees, associates of Coca-Cola are women. And when we go further to the leadership, the extended leadership team, over 50% are women. So we're already pretty much heading there. In Africa, we're there. Globally, we're definitely heading there by 2030. So it's
nice to see Africa ahead of the pack on a global basis.
Yeah, it's always a surprise, right? It's nice to see Africa has had 22 women heads of state. Not many continents can boast of that kind of number. So it looks like we're blazing the trail in the area of gender diversity, at least in certain areas.
So can you tell us something about Coca-Cola's priorities in Africa?
Let me start with globally. And I know that this is going to sound like corporate speak, but globally, our purpose is to refresh the world and make a difference. And we do that through, not just through our love brands, but also by creating a better shared future in the communities where we operate and where we change lives. We do it sustainably as well. So no different from Africa, all our priorities will be aligned to that. But globally, we have this strategy of becoming a total beverage company. And you'll see it in Africa. We're not just doing the carbonated drinks that most people know us for. But in 2019, we bought a company called Chi Limited in Nigeria, which helped us expand into dairy as well and fruit juices. And you would see recent launches like Topo Chico in South Africa, which broadens our beverage category even further. And
South Africa? Tell us what kind of beverage that is in South Africa.
Oh, Topo Chico, it's a seltzer. It's an alcoholic seltzer. So that's slightly different from our usual Coca-Cola and Fanta. We launched that in 2021, and it's really picking up and doing well in that market. So you would see that we are transforming ourselves into a total beverage company, and Africa is not an exception. When we talk about the business, to be honest, again, a lot of companies say this, but the secret formula is the people. And I think the reason a lot of companies say that is because without the people, the company simply won't be successful. And in Coca-Cola, we take that really seriously with our leadership programs, with our well-being programs for associates, and in making sure that people can develop a great career in the company and in turn contribute to their own societies. So it's major for us. And where our talent is concerned, diversity and inclusion is huge. That's why we have that global commitment to be 50% women in leadership. and already making that progress in Africa. Actually, I should correct myself. I did say we were 50% of our extended leadership team in Africa were women. It's actually 55%, so ahead of the global numbers. And then in addition to that, growing our communities is a major priority. So while we're growing our business, we're also growing the work we do in our communities. And those two are hand in hand. Even when I talk about diversity and inclusion, it's critical for our business that we are diverse, that we have women in important positions, but it's also critical for our communities. No community can really thrive if you leave out 50% of the workforce, of the minds. That's what happens when you leave women out. So whatever we do in a business, we also mirror in what we're doing in the community. At Coca-Cola, while measuring our business results, we are measuring our sustainability efforts in the community. What social impact are we having? How sustainable is our business? And that's an important part of what we do. So if I was to summarize the priorities, it would be business-wise, growing into that total beverage company. Talent-wise, it would be building Coca-Cola associates into leaders of the company in Africa and beyond, and it would be developing our communities as well.
There's a lot going on at Coca-Cola, obviously. And so one of the other things that we're aware of is the launch of a recent initiative called Jamii. Can you tell us a little bit more about Jamii?
And thanks for asking about Jamii, because that is one program that is focused on Africa and helps show our social commitment to the continent. So Jamii is the platform that houses all of our sustainability efforts. We launched that in January, and the focus is on water security, on waste management, and on economic empowerment of women and youth. It builds on a lot of the achievements that we've had in the past. For example, with water security, we had a program called RAIN that concluded in 2020, and that program helped us provide safe drinking water and sanitation to over 6 million people across Africa. In economic empowerment of women specifically, we had a program called 5x20, and that was a global program that aimed to economically empower 5 million women globally by 2020. And we exceeded that figure. We reached 6 million women. And would you know, 2 million of those women were from Africa. So these are areas that we have had quite a bit of success in the past, and we are building on for our new sustainability platform to be more focused and have even more impact in the coming year.
That's fantastic. Thank you again for this conversation, Patricia. We are just concluding this conversation with Patricia Obozuwa, who is the Vice President for Coca-Cola Africa for Public Affairs, Communications, and Sustainability. Thank you so much for being with us today, Patricia.
Thank you, Teresa, for having me.